All right.
I got Thomas full time.
No, I'm gonna rag on Oscar.
Okay, okay.
Well, I'm gonna. What's up? Oh, excellent. Why, thank you very much. Wait, how did you find my? Oh, it's probably. Oh, awesome. Follow me. Yes, follow me on justin.tv/iitmii. There you will find all of my epic streams in which I lose to my brother at Protoss versus Terran because he one base is really hard and I can't stop it. Actually, I have learned to stop it, so that is not strictly true. But we haven't played that many games since then. Anyways, on the bottom left of the map, we have Oskar spawning as a pink Zerg, and on the top of the map, we have Slacker spawning as the blue Terran. Oskar doing the extractor trick once again. Maybe going for that fast hatch. Oh no, that's just an overlord running by. No, he is going to go for that fast hatch again. The standard 11 hatch. And Slacker just doing a normal wall off. This time, not getting the gas beforehand. There's the gas now. So kind of a more standard opening coming from the Terran. He's gonna come out here and scout the fast hatch again. Me not sure what to do because he's never seen an 11 hatch in his life. No response. They're actually not listening to me. And there's the pool at 11 too. So Oskar kind of just doing his own style. I like it. Kind of this low econ build, getting the gas first. It's gonna have Lings out at about the time a regular pool would come out, but his economy is just gonna be stunted for a little bit while that hatchery isn't gonna be getting any returns until he gets more than about 14 drones. Once you get over 14 drones, then splitting the drones between the hatcheries is going to provide a little bit of income boost. But really, you know, debatable. Have to actually look into it a little bit and test it out, see how much of a advantage kind of going this early hatch lens. I don't like it though because he's got 330 minerals just sitting in the bank and with no overlord coming out yet, so he's not going to be able to spend all this bank money. A little bit of a bunker rush, not going to be a big deal because he's only coming off of one rack. We saw the gas coming down, so that means, you know, he doesn't. Oh, he canceled it actually. Seeing the 11 hatch, he's going to go for the 2 racks, and really the money's not going to be there for Oskar to really make enough links to handle this rush. Probably also didn't pull enough drones early to take care of it. He still got a little bit of a chance while... Oh no, here comes another Marine with the SCV repairing it. He's going to have a really hard time. This is smart though, pulling the links out, intercepting any Marines that come down is going to give him... but he passes all of them. He's going for a counterattack all the way into this base, I think. All of these free Marines just kind of walking by. I really would like him to attack these Marines. The concept is great. Cut off the Marine reinforcements, and all he's got is the bunker just sitting there by itself. But he comes all the way up just to find a wall off, and he's really not going to be doing anything with those 2 Marines up there. And now he's got, you know, 6 Marines picking away at his hatchery. Things are not looking too good for Oskar. Thomas is supply blocked, but he's still building stuff. Got a little bit of a trust fund coming up for Oskar. Oskar build some stuff. Needs some queens because now he's down to 1 hatchery. Without a queen and with only 1 hatchery, he's only going to be able to produce a bare minimum of units. Going to throw down some emergency spine crawlers so that he can actually use that money to provide some kind of defense for these Marines that are just sitting outside of his base. But he's going to be hampered for quite a bit of time. I'd like to see a queen start or maybe an in-base hatchery. He's just got to catch up now. He's just not in a very good position. That 2 racks... That Kenzo, when he saw that hatchery, was really effective. It kind of exploits this timing bet where he's just not going to be able to build stuff because he doesn't have the drones to back up that extra hatchery just in terms of economy. Even though he has the spawning pool ready, he's just not going to have enough stuff to hold it off. That bunker's still sitting there. I think at this point, he would be wise to kind of evacuate that, sell it back, because around now, I would say Oskar could have gotten enough Zerglings to come out and just surround it and pick it off. And actually, he does do that. Good timing, or he's listening to me cast. I'm not sure, because I don't think Oskar actually had enough Zerglings to do that at the moment. But either way, a good move. Going to extend his lead a little bit more while he's get his second supply, his second orbital up, along with no upgrades on his units despite having a tech lab and enough gas. So Oskar gonna have to pull off a little miracle here to come up from behind. If we look at the worker counts, it's 7 to 24. This is not a position you want to have to come back from. But yeah, he's picking off the rocks at the back. Slacker does see it though, and oh, that sneak attack was a good idea. Not gonna happen as the Marines come over to take out the rocks. And Oscar's gonna go for it, gonna try and bring, but those rocks just have so much armor. 3 armor on those rocks, and only 5 damage by those Zerglings mean that they're only doing 2 damage per hit. And that is gonna cut down that damage way huge. Wilson over on the side looking forlorn because he can't make any smart comments because he's gonna look like a dick on the stream. Even though it would just be humorous and it would be fun. Oh, and Oskar coming around, taking out this supply, this bunker while it has nothing in it, but stays around a little too long, loses most of his Zerglings, and Slacker only losing that bunker, gonna rebuild it right away. A little bit of a bank coming up here on the Zerg side, gonna throw down a Rochewarren. I'd like to see an extra hatch, maybe go for like one all-in push. But really, I would say it is an unwinnable situation. Scan to see what is going on in Oskar's base. Slacker's going to feel really comfortable, and yeah, this game should play out kind of similarly to last game, except hopefully a little bit behind from last game, I would say, because he doesn't have that second or third hatch to help him out. So Sean, what do you think?
It's not looking good here.
It's not looking good at all. I would agree with that 100%. Wilson laughing at a little bit of an understatement, I would say. Stroking his chin over there, looking like a very wise man.
I think that early low econ build is not doing anything.
That's true. Usually we see a little bit more than 12, 13 drones at the 12-minute mark. Slacking on the supply depots, has to build 2 to catch up. Oh wait, no, actually he did catch up. Unfortunately, I can't rag on him as much as I would like to. He's keeping his minerals pretty low, and kind of just playing a regular game from here despite his overwhelming lead. The food supplies are really saying it all. Oskar could use his extra hatch. But really, what can you do?
Long, slow death, really.
A long, slow death. So while we're here, why don't we take some questions from the crowd? Wilson, you have any questions?
I don't, but I do see that we have 21 supply to 104. So
The numbers are skewed a little bit in Slacker's favor. There aren't a lot of questions to ask at this point. Adrian, as a new Zerg player, do you have any questions about how that played out?
Would it have been a better idea to try to build into its natural after the hatchery was destroyed the first time?
So the question is, would it have been better to kind of rebuild that hatchery after it had been destroyed? And yeah, I do think that is the right response. Typically, when a 2-Rex is successful and you have that bunker get up there successfully, you're going to have to sacrifice a bit of time, build up a bit of a small force in your base in order to break out. and then you can reclaim your natural. What you'll see happen is sort of what Thomas did there, where at some point the Terran will say, yeah, around now is when I do have to move out, otherwise I'll just lose everything I have there, and then that's when it's safe for you to come out and retake your natural. So yes, that would be kind of the normal response. It was kind of extra rough for Oskar, though, because of he went and took that hatchery so early. He just didn't have enough units to defend it, and even after that, because he didn't have as many drones as he normally would, he didn't have the ability to build the force to kick him out and retake that natural early. As soon as he did scout that Thomas had left, though, I would have suggested taking that hatchery, especially because once you're that behind, you kind of have to take those risks anyways to get back into the game. Otherwise, if you play a little bit more standard, you just end up in these huge food deficits where you're, 50 food to 150 supply. That is a very insightful question. Thank you very much for providing us with some distractions to this game, which is looking like it's about to wrap up pretty soon with Slacker taking the ramp. A little bit of excitement going on the mainstream between F United and OGS being played in the main TVs to the rest of the Barcraft. And Oskar trying to take the gold, but this push is going to come here and put a frown on Oskar's face, if he wasn't already frowning from that 2-Rex bunker pressure. So there goes the Rocheforeign siege tanks in the back. Things are looking pretty grim. Thomas with the 3,000 gold trust fund, kind of planning to invest in his children for college. Never too soon to start saving up. These Marines, their kids, gonna have a lot of money to play with. They're gonna travel around the universe and just have fun, because the Zerg threat has been eliminated from the universe. The Marines are no longer needed, and Game 3 goes to Slacker. A good effort. Thomas switching his builds when he sees that early hatchery, and Rio. And now we're gonna have Sean come on, so we'll have a platinum Terran. Gold Zerg. I totally botched that one, so I will edit it out before I upload this video. No, Gold Zerg coming up to challenge, and possibly a switch on the other side too. Okay, so Thomas actually wants to play against Sean. Sean gonna be a Zerg, and so we will announce that game in just a second. Thanks for listening. Tune back in a second.